Hey guys, welcome to Weeb's Guild, your only anime channel you'll ever need in your whole life. This time we're starting a new series. We're going to be recapping all of the anime news of the previous week. So we're going to be going Sunday to Sunday, bringing you all the anime news you need every Sunday morning, just like the TV does, you know? So let's kick it off with some One Piece news, since that is probably the biggest manga around right now. The manga is taking a month break. Yep, you're that right. Sorry to all the One Piece fans out there. Unfortunately, the legendary Oda needs to, quote, steady his breath. With a new animated movie coming out, One Piece Film Red, which is coming out in August, and then Oda is actually planning to visit Africa to oversee the Netflix series, and the Wano arc ending, it seems like now is the time, as the guy is just an absolute machine. So rest well, Oda-san. But still insane to think that we're finally entering the almost 25-year-old manga's final saga. And I mean, what am I going to do after that? What's my reason for living once we're done? I don't know where we're going to go. And then in other One Piece news, we actually have a new trailer for One Piece Odyssey, the JRPG, during the Summer Game Fest.
Unravel the adventure that awaits in an Odyssey beyond imagination. One Piece Odyssey.
The game is being developed by ILCA, the company behind the Brilliant Diamond / Shining Pearl games, which hopefully, fingers crossed, that means that good. But of course, it's being produced by Bandai Namco, so it kind of evens out on whether or not I'm excited for that. Some reason, Bandai Namco seem to have an absolute stranglehold on the anime video game market. I don't know why. They release half shitty games, really a quarter that are maybe okay, and then the other quarter they're goodish, you know. Oda created the original story and the characters / monster designs for this game, so hopefully there is some hope. So no release date for the game yet, but we know it'll be coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam. So we'll fucking take it, okay? Thank God. And then let's head towards a completely different anime game, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, a series that I have not personally seen, and I don't believe it has any relation to the game it's getting. It's getting a video game, and it's coming to the West. Man, if you have been waiting for a video game for this series, hey, get prepared to be surprised. Prepare to be absolute surprised. It's going to be a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. And it's called Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid Sakuretsu Korogon Breath, I believe. Excuse my butchering of that. It's like one of those old arcade games with a plane, you know, where it drives straight up. You kind of got the top-down view. It shoots. It's a bullet hell everywhere. Yeah, that's the game you're getting from Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid, which, to my knowledge, is not how the anime is, but okay. And if you like Dragon Maid and you like Weiss Schwarz, you know, two very popular things, if you get the first run physical copy, you will be getting a special Weiss Schwarz card. The game is going to be fully voiced, original story, 5 different endings, and will launch on PS4 and Nintendo Switch on August 25th, which is kind of crazy because you think like an arcade game, not going to be a lot of work, going to be a cop-out. They're fun, you know, it's probably going to be a really, really fun game. And then fully voiced, 5 different endings, original story. Hey, I mean, that is seeming like they put more work into it in that fucking One Piece game. So, hey, last bit of anime video game news. Arc System Works is releasing a new game. Okay, guys, hey, stay calm, stay calm. We all love Arc System Works. All right, I personally like Arc System Works. What could it be? Dragon Ball FighterZ 2? Hey, maybe the Bleach game we've all been asking for, huh? Hey, I know I've been asking for it. In reality, it's some sort of a Dig Dug type puzzle platformer. Yeah. I didn't stutter on that. It's a new game from Arc System Works, and it's called Ground Divers, and it looks cute, I guess. If you aren't sold on the game yet, just wait till you hear what I have to say, okay? They have Hironobu Kageyama performing the game's theme song. Now, some of you guys might be like, who the fuck is that guy? I mean, he's done a little ditty. Maybe some of you guys might know. Chala. Hey, chala. It's Dragon Ball Z's opening. Okay, I have no rhythm. All right. Hey, if that's not enough for you guys, listen, if that did not sell you on this game yet, because you've seen the gameplay and you're like, nah, listen, nothing is going to fucking sell me on this game. They have Shigeru Koyama as the mecha designer. Okay, you guys don't know who that is either. He worked on Gurren Lagann and Darling in the Franxx. All right, I mean, hey, they're pulling out some fucking heavy hitters for this really cute game. So I think at the very least, the mech designs and the theme song are going to be worth checking this thing out. The game launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th. So I think we should all give it a little bit of a try. We like Arc System Works. They're putting in the big names to the game. Give them a little shot, okay? On to a bit of some cool anime merch. As with all things, the most popular series, they always get the best merch, okay? That is the law of the land. Thus, we're talking Dragon Ball Super merch. If you ever wanted to own what might be the fanciest piece of anime drinkware to ever grace the planet, look no further, okay? The folks over at Primico are releasing 3 Dragon Ball Super inspired glasses featuring Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo. Each glass is only limited to 590 units, which in itself is a reference to Goku, with 59 being read as Goku. Clever, I know. Every glass is handmade in traditional Edo Kiriko style. Now, what is Edo Kiriko? Because I personally didn't know what that is. It's a glass craft that has been handed down in Tokyo. So in Edo, which is present-day Tokyo, in 1824, Kyubi Kaguya started exploring the technique of cutting patterns into the surface of glass. And to qualify, you have to use the same historical techniques used at least a century back, and the craft must use the same traditional materials. Now, that sounds super cool, super old-fashioned, super bougie, right? Now, I hope you guys really are loving these glasses, okay? Because each glass, I'm talking each glass, it's not the set, individual, it's going to cost you about 32,780 yen, which is $243 at the time of recording. Yeah, not so cool anymore, huh? Now, if we're talking anime merch, we have to talk one of the biggest merch sales in the world coming up right around the corner. I'm, of course, talking about Anime Expo, okay? Hey, if you guys are going to be there, I'm going to be there. Hunt me down. Now, if any of you have been following the updates for Anime Expo just a few days, you've seen that they've announced, firstly, that they're not going to be requiring any proof of vaccination or negative test. But you must still wear a mask while inside the convention center. Well, they did a big ol' 180, and after some outrage online, they have went back and pulled back that announcement and said, hey, our bad. So now they have said that you will require a proof of vaccination or a negative test that was taken within the last 72 hours. Now, Weeb COVID, we don't know what kind of strain that's going to bring. That could really fuck you up. So this is probably for the better, but I am actually interested. What do you guys think? Are you guys attending Anime Expo #1? And then do you think they should have changed it? Or are you so far removed now that it's fine? You don't want people bringing in tests. You don't care. On to some manga news. The dynamic duo behind Deadman Wonderland are beginning a new manga. Yeah, so for those of you guys who didn't know, they actually just finished one. It's called Smoke and Parade. It ended back in April 2021, and now they are actually already moving on to another series, which I feel like is insane turnaround time. Jinsei Karaoka and Kazuma Kondo, I hope I pronounced that correct, are creating a new manga called Retropolis Scratch. One of those two is correct, and it starts in July. The manga centers on Tsukimichi Dori, who has the classic anime trope of only being good at running away. And in order to avoid going to high school, he runs away to Kyoto. And there he stumbles into what is called a mirror world, where the right and the left are flipped, everything's all topsy-turvy. And in this world, tattoo artists are battling a thing called a Boku Senkan, and Tsukimichi must do his best to try to stay alive and escape. Described as a, quote, Kyoto X Youth X tattoo battle, which is unique because I'm not sure we've had like a tattoo genre battle manga before. So I loved reading Deadman Wonderland. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'll let you guys know what I think. Maybe I'll do a little bit of review of the first couple chapters and we'll see what we're looking like here. And lastly, some news that I just don't know how quite to feel about yet. The Berserk Manga will be continuing. Yeah, and some of you guys are probably like, I thought that guy died. He did. Kentaro Miura, I assume. I'm sorry, guys. I am white as white can be. The continuation should be helmed by Studio Gaga and supervised by Koji Mori. Studio Gaga is Miura's studio that contains all of his assistants and apprentices that helped with Berserk up to this point. And Mori is a close childhood friend of Miura's, who is often consulted with for plot details of Berserk. Mori said in an announcement that he already actually knows the story. This is a quote. He knows the story of Berserk up to the very end. Mori states that he has discussed the ending with the late and great mangaka ever since the manga's iconic Eclipse event over 30 years ago. And he's thought of telling it through a interview with some illustrations to accompany that, some sort of an article release, but he just didn't think those would be sufficient. So he welcomed the offer from Studio Gaga to go ahead and continue the manga. Both Mori and Young Anime, which is the magazine in which Berserk is published, promised to, quote, not to deviate from Mr. Miura's own words. And listen, I'm withholding judgment at this point, but I truly, honestly believe it probably should just be left by itself. Because it is nice to get closure, maybe like release an anthology of like his notes or his work in progresses and, you know, sell that as like a nice memory piece, raise money for the family. I don't know. But like, you think of a story, right? What are the odds that he had this whole thing planned out beat by beat by beat and was never going to change it? You know, like this, even if he told you like, hey, if I told you tomorrow, hey, this is how my story's going to go, boom. There is such a slim chance that I stick to that all the way through and never change a single thing. Like, right? Like, I'm waiting to see. It's still going to be good, but there's still going to be people you can't win. It's not going to be the original because he didn't actually do it. It's going to be written by somebody else. It'll be nice to get closure, but I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Should the Berserk manga continue or not? And will you be checking it out when it continues? I think most people will. All right. That's all the news for this week, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to try and do this weekly. So that way we can just turn this on. You get all your Anime Weekly news. Move on with your week. Bust it. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe, you guys. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot when you do leave a subscribe. And let me know what you guys think of the content. What do you guys think which is better? Should I cut it? Make it a little shorter? Do I talk too fast? That's a complaint that I've had. Leave all those stuff in the comments down below. And of course, follow us on Instagram at The Weebs Guild. All of that stuff will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week.